Hello and welcome to Iridium Rock and Metal Reviews. Today I'm going to do a reaction. So, if you know me by now and you've been watching the channel, I'm heavily into my 80s stuff. You know, the melodic rock, metal type stuff. And that's most of the stuff I cover. But, you know, I'm always up for listening to new stuff. And although this band's been around for a while, I haven't heard any of their music, I've got to admit it. I did actually, they were at Download one year when I was there, a few years ago, but I went and saw another band instead, so I didn't actually catch them. So it's Five Finger Death Punch we're going to do, and a song called The Bleeding. Now, it's a single off their first album, The Way of the Fist, back in 2007. There's an American band, you probably know the score anyway, the American band Vegas. James Rawlinson's actually asked for this song, so cheers James. Now I was looking through Wiki because I've got to get a bit of information, you know, to fill myself in a bit there. Got a lot of genres attached to them. So heavy metal, groove, thrash, alternative, hard rock. And I know that this band have taken a bit of stick. I know that. That's all I know. I know I've heard they've been slagged off a bit by the fans. I don't know why. It might be because they've mellowed out or gone in a different direction. I'm not 100% sure. But you know what? Some bands that have taken stick from fans, I've actually liked them, the direction they've gone in. You know, not all of them, but some. You know, I love the Metallica album, 1990 album. Although Master of Puppets for me is their best album. I actually love that album, Metallica. You know, I know that they've gone off the boil a little bit, Metallica. But you know, every band gets stick, don't they? For doing something a bit different or not the direction the fans want. Opeth is another one who's gone in completely different direction. They've taken a bit of stick. So I'm just going to take this as I hear it. You know, I've got no bias towards this band whatsoever. I'm just going to listen to it and give you my honest feedback like I always do. So I'm thinking, because I think it's because they've mellowed out, as they've got, this band have mellowed out, as they got, so I'm thinking, because this is off the first album, this is going to be real heavy shit. I don't know. But I'm going to find out. So this is The Bleeding by Five Finger Death Punch. Let's give it a quick stop because I always like to go a verse and a chorus before I give a little idea of if I like it or not. So you know what, musically, it is spot on. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely in that, no, someone will probably kill me, but remember, this is my first impression, so definitely in that new metal alternative type listen. Do you know what I mean? I know new metal was sort of 90s, but they've definitely got that sort of sound for me. I was really like, I liked the guy's voice in the verses, you know, I liked it when he was singing, but I'm not in any way, shape or form a fan of like extreme vocals. I just can't get on with them. I just can't. You know, this guy can obviously sing. He can obviously sing, do you know what I mean? So I just, when they shout, I mean, this is like what I'm talking about with Slipknot as well. I like a lot of Slipknot songs, but not when Corey Taylor really shouts. I just can't listen to it. So that's why I prefer Stone Sour to Slipknot, because there's a lot less of that extreme vocals. So, and it's the same thing. Killswitch Engage is another one. Musically, they are superb. As soon as the singers that have been in the band get the extreme vocals going and the shouting, I just can't get on with it. It's just me. It is just me, and I try to ignore it, but it's such a big part. Vocals are such a massive part of heavy metal for me and heavy rock that it has to be singing. It's just one of those things. It's just me. I can't help it. It's just my taste, I suppose. So musically, brilliant. Love the build up of the song as well. The beginning was absolutely superb. Even when he gave a scream at the beginning, that shout, scream, I thought, you know, that's fine, you know what I mean? It's just one. And then loved the verses. Loved him. Good voice, this guy. But just don't like the extreme vocals. It's just my thing. It's just my thing. But let's keep it going. I'm prepared to give it the rest of the song, obviously, as I always do. And let's see how the rest of it goes. Loving this bit, by the way. Loving this bit. The guitar sounds awesome. The guitar sound sounds really good. There's no fault in the quality of this, the production, the guitars, you know, technical ability of this band. Absolutely brilliant. Even that little guitar solo at the beginning of the song, by the way, was superb. It's just one thing I don't like about it, and that's them extreme vocals. Let's keep this going. Right, so yeah, I mean, to tell you the truth, my view didn't really change about it much. There's really elements of that song I really like, you know what I mean? The musically, loved it, do you know what I mean? But just can't get on with them extreme vocals. It's just me. It's just me. I just can't. You know, it's, I suppose, about, if you think about it, the most extreme vocals I like, and you lot guys are probably going to, you metal fans are probably going to laugh at me, but I can get on with, like, let's just take an example, the Duality song by Slipknot. The way when the song picks up and, you know, Corey Taylor is singing them verses, and that's about as far as I can go, and if it's any more than that, I can't just get on with it. It's just me. It's just me. I like melody in vocals. I don't like shouting. So and also, I mean, that definitely is along, like I said, the alternative. For me, it sounds alternative new metal type, that sort of thing, out of, you know, the obviously the late 90s into the 2000s. It sounds like that sort of thing. There's only a couple of bands that have come out of those genres, including grunge as well, and new metal, that I've kept liking. So, you know, for me, out of the grunge era, it's Alice in Chains and a bit of Soundgarden, mainly Alice in Chains. The only bands that really carried through for me, and that I listen to now. And out of the new metal era, really, it's only Deftones, and maybe if you could put Rage Against the Machine in the new metal, you know, category, them as well. So I don't carry many bands over from those from that era. I can count, there's you know, hundreds of bands out of the 80s, and obviously that's my genre of music. But of course there's still some 80s bands that, or even bands that sounds like 80s bands, that are going now, which is my favourite music. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with this musically, this song. It is absolutely spot on. It does exactly what it's meant to do. It's got a lot of melody in there, especially in those verses as well. And I even like the heaviness. I really like the heaviness of the chorus. But them extreme vocals are just, I just think it ruins the song. But that's my opinion. You know, well, this might be what the Five Finger Death Punch fans want. I don't know if they moved away from the extreme vocals now, and that's why they get a lot of stick. But maybe I might like them better now. I don't know. I probably like, that's probably sacrilege now, isn't it? I'm probably going to get destroyed after saying that. But it's just my opinion, and the world would be fucked if we all had the same opinion, wouldn't it? So there you go. Right, please subscribe to my channel, bottom right hand corner. Do you like Five Finger Death Punch? What era of Five Finger Death Punch do you like best? Do you like it how they was here, or do you like it now? What's the reason that people are getting the ump with them? I want to know. All right, cheers guys. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel.